I got him. That's right. I got him. Mosquitor from the Masters of the Universe Origins Collection. Yeah, I know some other people got him too, but this is pretty damn cool. I'm very excited, and what I know about all of you is that you love He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, and action figure reveals and reviews. This is a deluxe figure with a lot of cool stuff in it, so let's get it open, everybody. I'm Victor, your G1 host of PopCon, a salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s, and as you know, I like to represent all those wonderful franchises made famous in the 1980s, my favorite, and I continue to collect and make this toy shelf behind me the best it possibly can be. And I do that with things like this. This is pretty cool. It came a few days ago, actually, but this is Mosquitor, and he's got one hell of a history. Let's take a quick look at the Mosquitor packaging. As a deluxe, he is a larger card back. Mosquitor does come with two heads. Now, if anyone out there knows why there's two heads, like, is it just because they decided to give us an option? I can't find in any media back in the mini comics or anything like that that had this kind of other, it's kind of a textured insect-like head, which totally makes sense for Mosquitor. But I still was wondering if there was a reason for it. It is pretty cool, but I do like the one that's on him because it is reminiscent, of course, of the original action figure. Now, speaking of that original action figure, it came out in the really tail end of the original release of the 80s incarnation. Never made it into the cartoon series either, but he's still a fan favorite, probably because of his feature. So Mosquitor, evil, energy draining insectoid. Yeah, so this was new for this year. Modern posing, retro play, the same thing that's on all of the Origins. But right here in this yellow starburst, it says chest pumps, red fluid. Let's read that correctly. The chest pumps with blood. This is a Mosquito, for God's sake, and he's going to suck the energy right out of all the heroes. In other words, the blood. He is such a cool character. We're going to get into detail about his look, his mold, his pieces that he shares and he doesn't. And he comes with some other accessories. An alternate hand, a laser blaster, as well as some energy goo beam thing that can come out of his schnoz there. Now, the reason you can see some of that, why they made that, is right there in the art. So let's take a look at the art on the back of the package, which we love to do. Mosquitor drains his victims of their life force, feeding his own power. And as you see on it, we've got the battle bones in the background, which is neat. So who knows? We've got the Land Shark, the Wind Raider, the Jet Sled, Battle Cat and Panther, Castle Grayskull. So maybe we'll get battle bones. But there's Mosquito there, attacking our big lumbersexual there, Fisto. On the back, there's some cross-sell, of course, Castle Grayskull with the Temple of Darkness Sorceress, Battle Armor, He-Man and Skeletor. And along with Mosquito, who's featured in the cross-sell, you have Buzzsaw, Hordak, and the Wind Raider. As its features go, it does talk about priming the fluid in his chest by pumping it. You can pump it to fill the chest. It is kind of a gooey, gory effect that we all loved as kids. We thought it was the neatest, newest thing, right? So it's cool that they retain that. And of course, the swappable head. So here we go, Mosquitor. Thought I'd show you my Mosquitor and get him into the toy shelf. We'll get an up close and personal look at him as soon as I open this package. You guys ready for that? So remember, if you like watching me open these new toys, add to the toy shelf, get an up close personal look at these action figures and those fantastic toys of the 1980s. Go ahead and share, like, comment, and subscribe. See more of these, but there's a lot more other stuff than just toys, and you'll see a lot of other kind of pop culture content as we grow. But I need your help to grow, so subscribe. I'm not going to wait any longer. Here we go. Wow. All right, that was easy, and pulling the back off of that, I've been looking forward to opening this, as you probably all are aware. What fell out immediately was the hand. So his other, maybe it's easier to see. You know what? Here, it's his little hand. Also on the front of that blister pack, you'll see that the Evil Horde symbol is there. On my Merman 2nd edition and my Evil Lynn, that is reminiscent of her Mikey Young. They don't have, I didn't get those other stickers that were on some of the releases, which is fine, just no big deal. All right, so this is like a soft, pliable plastic that will come out of Mosquito schnoz and grab and drain the power of the good guys. We also have the alternate head here, that textured head. That looks pretty cool, very insectoid-like, very different from the other. And of course, his purple blaster. This laser blaster is kind of neat. It's got some ridges on it. It also blends well with an insectoid look. And here we go. Finally, here he is, still in his plastic cocoon with his giant head. That is pretty amazing. Yeah, let's pop him out. You know, there was a little plastic ties, but it did not give us any trouble whatsoever. So here he is, Mosquitor, part of the Evil Horde, one of the final figures to come out in the original Masters of the Universe collection in the 80s. I did not own him then. I didn't even own one of the Staction figures because I was a big collector of the Mike Young, and I got some of the Staction figures, but I don't think, I never got the one of Mosquitor. So I have been looking forward to that right there, and we'll get a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you see it right there. You know what? This feature, easy to use, obvious in nature, better than Stinkor. That smell was nothing. That wouldn't offend, I don't know, a fly. Actually, flies like that kind of stuff, huh? All right, so let's take a closer look at Mosquitor and get him on the toy shelf. But here he is today in Origins, surrounded by the other villains. He is a very unique action figure, starting with that great unique gun, which I love. I'm using the alternate head, the very biological one, instead of the more robotic, which is fitting with this red Uzi window in the front. Now, he's got some unique features like this belt and these very geometrical square boots. Nobody shares these molds like I see here. The arms, even the forearms, the shoulders, and the pinstripe, the belt, the boots, and of course the pumping button on the back. This whole mold seems very unique, which may make him a deluxe figure like Ram Man. Now I've swapped it over here with the general head, the standard head, the one we knew, more robotic or cybernetic in a way, very great eyeball, but it's got this metal front here that he attacks his victims with. The action figure does come with the extra hand instead of the closed fist, which you can switch. And again, about those body parts, well, I'm not even sure whose calves they belong to. The rubbery substance that connects to either of the action figure noses steals the power of the hero that he's grabbed and ensnared in his powerful sucking clutches, while the red juices flow in that window by using the button on the back. It works really well. Love the feature. Moves very liquidy, actually. It's not too thick, but he is a very imposing character, imposing feature. Those ankles are fantastic. They do rotate 360 really well, like on a ball joint in a way. So he's pretty easy to stand, but overall, I'm not a big fan of how any of the Origins stand. They're very tough, even with their gigantic ass feet. Here he is next to his boss, Hordak, because he is part of the Evil Horde. So my collection continues to grow with Castle Grayskull and the action figures, even some of them inside like Zodek and Prince Adam, but set them all up with the heroes fighting the villains. Here they are all in battle. Faker up there on the jet sled, ending with Hordak and Mosquitor. All right, to get you all up to speed, the original Mosquitor was released in 1987 of the original line at the tail end and makes him very, very rare. The back card art shows Rattler, unlike Fisto, but is very similar as he is an energy-absorbing insectoid. This line art was used on the back of some cross-cell like the Wind Raider, but mostly this color cross-cell art was used. He is a very rare character, did not appear in the cartoon, but did appear on Blast Attack's card art on the back, which was quite unique. This Staction figure, which was not articulate, was made by the Four Horsemen after the Mike Young series, and then finally the Masters of the Universe Classics re-envisioned him here in this artwork for his fully articulate, very detailed, over 6.5-inch action figure for that collector's line. Well, Mosquitor looks pretty damn cool right there, front and center. Now, I've got some changes that I'm trying to work on with my toy shelf, but right now he sits with the other villains, attacking He-Man right there. Looks fantastic, and I hope you enjoyed getting a close, deep dive look into Mosquitor's action figure, his features, his accessories, and the rest. All right, so did want to bring up that, of course, he does come with what is interchangeable. Definitely his head, his hands, and his boots. Those really crazy square geometrical boots. Pretty cool. I also did not mention that inside this action figure was the mini comic Horde Plague, which I imagine also comes with Buzzsaw Hordak, which I don't plan to get. I'm not a completist, so I don't need everything. I like Hordak as he is. But anyway, so yeah, there is always great artwork in these mini comics, Horde Plague, and it does, of course, feature Buzzsaw Hordak as well as Mosquitor, so you know what you're going to get in that way. Point of note about the Masters of the Universe Origins is not only are they an homage to the action figure, but even to the mini comic. So here we see this beautiful new artwork in this rendition of the Horde Plague. But even in the 80s, in the release of Mosquitor's action figure was Enter Buzzsaw Hordak. It was the mini comic that, again, had Buzzsaw Hordak and Mosquitor. So pretty cool. Now I've got so many more action figures from the Masters of the Universe still to come. Again, I'm very choosy, but with the Origins, I'm pretty much trying to get all of the general release characters. Not too many variants or not too many versions. Like I'm not going to probably get Dragon, Squirting Skeletor, anything like that. But it's great. It's looking good. I'm still pondering getting the Wind Raider. But I hope you like looking at the action figures. Love seeing my Origins collection grow on the PopCon Toy Show. And you'll join us for a lot more content. But all you got to do is subscribe, like, comment, and share so I can keep making this. It's really great for me, great for the channel, and just a lot of fun in general. Thank you guys, and I hope to see you soon. Until next time.